Hello, everyone. Welcome to Like Mother Like Murder, your favorite true crime momcast. I am Rachel, and I am here solo today. Today, I am bringing a many missing persons segment, and so I just wanted to get on, get it done, get it out to you guys. It is so very important to share this information. Heather will be back, I promise. She's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. It's life. It's holiday season. It's busy. And we love you guys and want you to know that we do apologize because it is better when we have the two of us together. I know I am better when I have Heather with me. So I just wanted to apologize for that because I know you guys come here for the two of us. But today you just get me. It is important. Please listen and please help us share the information that we will be discussing today. Before I get into that, I hope you all had an amazing spooky season. I do have to admit, I am such a end of the year holiday season girly. Once spooky season wraps up, I am ecstatic because I want to start decorating, putting a Christmas tree up, all of that. That's who I am as a person. I do have to wait a little bit because I do a live Christmas tree, so I don't want it to die. But I am excited. Can't wait to start decorating. And I hope you guys all had an amazing holiday season and an amazing shift into this new holiday season. So with that said, we are going to get into today's episode. We have got to talk about missing girl Melodee Buzzard. Where in the world is she? Where is she? So every time I open my phone, I see another picture of Melodee. Actually, it's the exact same photo, but I'll be getting into that in just a little bit. But so many people are sharing her information and sharing her posts, which is exactly what we need in this kind of a situation where there's not a lot of information, just a picture with no answers. So we need that to be shared. We need this to be talked about. And that's why we are here talking about it today. So Melodee Buzzard is 9 years old and is missing out of Santa Barbara County, California, in the area of Vandenberg Village in Lompoc. Although her missing persons flyers being shared all the time, not a lot is actually circulating on the disappearance of Melodee. And that's why we're here today, to hopefully share as much as we can to reach the right person who knows something, anything at all, that can help to find and bring Melodee home safely. But we need to share and figure out things as soon as we possibly can because things are not adding up. So little 9-year-old Melodee was first put on the radar when the Lompoc school district that Melodee attended, well, she actually did independent study through the school district, so she didn't actually attend in class. But either way, Melodee never retrieved her independent studies work after registering at the school. And so when this happens, it flags the child. Then the school tries to reach out to the family, and if this doesn't work, they have to go above and beyond. So because of this independent studies work not being picked up, we then come to find out that, sources are coming forward saying that they have not actually seen Melodee in quite some time. And honestly, so much is coming out right now, lots of different information, but here's the information that we do know from what I could gather. Melodee's mother is Ashley Buzzard, who Melodee lived with most recently. In 2016, not long after Melodee was born, her biological father, Rubiel Mesa, passed away in a motorcycle accident. After this happened, Ashley moved away from where they were living at the time in Santa Maria, California, and it's said that she cut off all contact with Melodee's father's family. According to one of Melodee's aunts from her father's side, she said that Ashley had just kept Melodee away from all of them and then up and moved away. We are hearing that Ashley, Melodee's mother, is not being cooperative with law enforcement about her missing daughter. It has been confirmed that Melodee has been seen with her mother, Ashley, on October 7th, and then Ashley rented a car and went on a road trip, and Melodee has not been seen ever since. Ashley rented a white Chevy Malibu, and it's said that she has possibly gone as far as Nebraska. So let me make this very clear. We have listeners in every single state. Yes, some states more than others, but this little indie podcast, Like Mother Like Murder, is listened to across the entire United States and beyond. So when I hear that a mother rents a car and allegedly drives to Nebraska with a 9-year-old in the car, with her. And at some point, this mother returns and does not have 9-year-old Melodee and is not cooperating with law enforcement. I start to kind of lose it a little bit. But at the same time, back to the listeners, that's what I was talking about at the beginning, is there's so many ways to help share this information, especially with social media, with podcasts, with, all the news articles, the reports, the videos, everything. You see it, you've got to share it so we could get more eyes, more people knowing about Melodee's disappearance, And the sharing the information aspect of it with others is so damn important. And it's so incredibly helpful. So please, 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 the reach that social media has in general is something that really does help to spread awareness on these missing persons cases. And that is where you come in. That is where you can help. It's obvious since you're listening that you care. So now we're just asking you to share, okay? Back to Melodee. October 14th is when the official investigation launched into the whereabouts of Melodee. It's been a little over 2 weeks at this point. So the first time that they went to Ashley Buzzard's residency, they were pretty much just going there for the welfare check that was requested by the school. No Melodee. They ended up going back the next time, more intentionally, and still no Melodee. And Ashley was not offering any valid explanations of where in the world Melodee is. They did execute a search warrant, and Melodee was not seen. So by this time, in the very early days of reports made and heightened questioning, each report, article, video, everything I see is the exact same. Where is Melodee? No one has seen her. Mom is not talking. The last known photo, the main one that is circulating, is from 2 years ago. Things just don't make a whole lot of sense. Then finally something comes out that might give hope, but also makes me personally question things even more. But a picture is shared and news reports start saying that Melodee was indeed seen on October 7th at a rental car property. And we know from the information that I've shared already that Ashley did rent a car. She goes on this unknown, at least unknown to us, road trip, all of that. But the problem I have is, yes, the picture could look like Melodee. It hasn't been 100% confirmed to be her, but okay, I see it. I have seen no photos of Melodee and Ashley in the same frame at this car rental property. Actually, I've never seen photos of Ashley at the rental car property at all. Not saying that she wasn't there, I just haven't seen it. The picture of Melodee is her wearing her hoodie, and her hood is all the way up over her hair. But also, it just makes me question, personally, was she trying not to be seen? Was she instructed to have her hood on, maybe? I don't know. It just really drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. So I really want to see the whole surveillance footage because with just this picture, it's leaving me more confused than I was before. But the thought is, if it was Melodee there, they rented this car, they apparently took off, and Melodee has not been seen since. So they go on this road trip, then what? So then the investigation is still ongoing. The San Bernardino sheriffs are working the case. But on October 23rd, we find out that the FBI has joined the local and state authorities in the search because Melodee is considered at risk based on her young age and length of absence. And the fact that this is no longer just in this state. If they went on this road trip, and she was seen at this rental car property, they're bringing in FBI because the fact that this is now over state lines as well. At this point, this is where I just get so beyond irritated for the life of me. I know that people have rights, I do, or whatever. But I clearly just don't care when it comes to situations like this because in every single report and article that I have read, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. The mother's uncooperative and has not provided any information on location or welfare. I'm sorry. You did not report your child missing. You're acting oblivious as shit. You're uncooperative. You don't know where your kid is. You have no helpful information. Arrest her. Rant over. Sorry. But anyways, I want to read this article that I got from the KTLA.com news on Melodee. Because, quote, despite Ashley Buzzard not cooperating in search for her daughter, no arrests have been made at this time, and the case is still identified as a missing persons investigation. It is not illegal for her to refuse to cooperate with the investigation, and she cannot be compelled to answer questions unless subpoenaed. So subpoena her. That's the, again, where I stand on this. I am clearly not a professional. I'm just someone who cares with a mic and a platform. And I'm a mom. And I cannot believe that this is the way that any of this works. Like, that you have not seen your kid, or at least not giving information that you've seen your kid and that your kid is okay. It just drives me crazy. So one more thing that I want to express about Ashley that drives me crazy is Ashley is seen on footage removing the missing persons flyers from her front yard. Whether you have something to do with this or not, whether you know what happened to Melodee, know where she is, don't know, don't care, whatever. Wouldn't you want as many people aware of your daughter's disappearance? I always say, and I do stand by this, you never really know how you're going to act or what you're going to do in a situation like this. But I just cannot understand removing anything at all that could possibly help get more eyes on your missing daughter. October 30th, they do yet another search, and on this search, they block off the area. They actually have Ashley leave the property and are seen conducting what is assumed to be a thorough search for hours on Thursday, the 30th, at this home, at Ashley's home. Nothing has been released as of yet about that search, and if there's anything worthwhile that was found, they have not disclosed that. So here we are, still at this standstill of Melodee is missing. Mom is uncooperative. There's nothing helpful to possibly figure out answers or ultimately find Melodee. No arrest, and the investigation continues. So, as I share all of this, yes, it's a bit informational on what we know of the details of Melodee's disappearance. It's a bit of me ranting over the anger I feel because I just clearly can't stand not knowing and wish I could do more to help find and bring Melodee home to safety. But it's most about sharing Melodee's name, her face, her information, her story, in hopes and efforts that this reaches the right person or people to help bring answers forward. Maybe you saw the Chevy at a gas station on the road trip that they were on, and you saw that Melodee was alive and well. Maybe you saw Ashley in a grocery store by herself during the week of October 7th through the 14th, since that's really the time frame of focus at this point. Maybe you work at a hotel along the route and she went in, she got a room for the night and it was only booked for one. And you saw Ashley, but you didn't see Melodee. Or maybe you did. Maybe she was there. We need all of that information. Anything that could connect the dots, piece together this tragic puzzle, and ultimately find Melodee. I truly hope and pray that this ends with Melodee being found safely, quickly, and alive. At this point, it's truly hard to know whether that's even a possibility or not. But at the same time, if it is, there's a lot more that goes into it as well, because this mother being uncooperative and all, something is definitely going on and needs to be the focus there if Melodee is found safely. So with all of that said, I'm going to share about Melodee right now, and I am begging you to share her information. Share this episode or share the missing persons flyer. Just share. The amount of reach that we have because of a simple click is incredibly helpful. Melodee Buzzard is 9 years old and was born on February 10th, 2016. Because of the lack of information and a 2-year-old photo being used as the main missing persons photo, the information on appearance is extremely general. We do know that naturally Melodee has brown eyes and long brown curly hair, and she can possibly be anywhere between 4 feet tall and 4 feet 6 inches tall, and she could be weighing between 60 and 100 pounds. Anyone with information regarding Melodee Buzzard's whereabouts is asked to call Santa Barbara County investigators at 805-681-4150. You can call anonymously. So if you know something and you do not want to get involved for whatever reason that may be, you can call anonymously to the tip line at 805-681-4171. And you can also contact the FBI at 800-225-5324. I will be bringing you all the updates on Melodee's disappearance when I can, and hopefully that is very soon. So if you're not yet, please be sure to follow our Instagram. That's where we do share as much as we can on stuff, even stuff that we don't cover here on the podcast. And you can also reach out to us with other missing persons cases or other stories that you would like for us to look into and cover. Our hope is that Melodee is found safely very quickly. Please help us share her information. We will talk to you guys next week. Okay, love you. Bye.